Okay, so today I'm going to go over 5 games that are absolutely rubbish, garbage, refuse, or any other word you can think of as trash, and need to be skipped. Alright, so this is City of Brass. Alright, so this game does have decent graphics, but it is really demanding on your GPU, despite not being AAA graphics. That'd be okay if it made up for it in gameplay and controls, but it doesn't. The depth of gameplay is pretty simple. All you do is go and try to find treasure, fight enemies, and try to find the exit to each level. And there's not much to it. The controls, well, they don't feel satisfying when you use your whip or your sword. The input, there seems to be laggy whenever you use any of your weapons, and that's a problem. You can safely skip this game and not miss a thing. This is Ziggurat. This is a first-person shooter that is set in a fantasy world. This game does have decent graphics, and it doesn't bog down your system too much. Problem with this game is also the gameplay. The controls are nice and responsive. There's no input lag or anything like that. It's just the choice of weapons and enemies that really does not make this much of a good first-person shooter. It does not feel satisfying to pull the trigger if you're using a gamepad, or to click the mouse if you're using the keyboard and mouse when you are shooting at enemies. Not only that, the choice of enemies is a bit annoying. I guess a fantasy setting does not work for a first-person shooter, at least not a fantasy setting like this. They need to rethought this somehow. It just doesn't work for me. Anyway, I think you can skip this game and not miss a thing. Alright, so this is Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Alright, so this game has bad graphics, terrible animation, and absolutely garbage combat. Basically, you point and click and a firebolt comes in and kills your enemies. Or, if you want, you can just do nothing and your character will swing an axe and kill enemies on its own. This is AI slop. If it's not, wow, this is lazy. Well, anyway, this game is just... This is The Harvest. It is a sci-fi Diablo clone. Okay, some Diablo clones are pretty good, and this one just doesn't fit the bill. The action is... well, it's a little too slow. Yeah, the controls are kind of awkward. It doesn't feel right when you move around and point and click. There's just not enough enemies. And yeah, there's just, well, there's no, the dialogue is just weird. And it's just not very fun to play. And, well, the graphics are not very good. This game is just another garbage game release. Fortunately, this one was by Microsoft. Well, they usually do pretty good game releases. Not this time. Rubbish. Okay, so this is Adam Eve. So Adam Eve is like a really bad comic book in video game form. It just doesn't engage. The dialogue is bad. The artwork is, well, derivative. And it's just not fun. And that's a problem. This is all you do is click through the story. It's a complete waste of time. And it comes up with really stupid dialogue options where you have a choice, right? Although the animations are lazy. This is just crap. There is a bit of combat, but it's more of the same. Problem is, it takes so long to get there. I mean, this is really a waste of time. Why? Why? Why do they keep putting out this slop? The dialogue in battle is pretty much corny superhero stuff that you would see in a bad comic book. All in all, this game is terrible and is not worth your time. You won't miss a thing if you skip it. In conclusion, these games are If you made it this far, kindly do the YouTube things, and I'll catch you in the next one.